Hey everyone, welcome back to the 12 Palaces. And we're just gonna continue on, this time in level 7, the Ice Palace. And I think this is the first time we're seeing these colored bubbles. So we start with a blue one. So just to show you, obviously you're gonna probably find red ones in this place. We did a little bit of catch-up work in the last part. I actually took out level 2. Waited a long time to take out that level. Oh, it's so good to have the magic sword now. And again, with the extra benefit that you can actually use this thing at half health. So it makes this a very powerful weapon now. It gives you a lot of flexibility to work with. Because even if you take a bit of damage, you're still okay. Alright, pick up the compass. I think this is going to be our first time seeing Stalfos 3s. These things are very dangerous. They shoot swords in 4 directions, and the swords that do all the damage. Honestly, touch damage isn't that much. I don't know exactly how much it is, but even with the swords, even with a red ring, it's a part and a half right now. So it does a lot of damage if you don't have any rings or anything. Okay, Super Dark Nuts. I think this is the first time we're seeing them. Because they weren't in the... they were actually in level 6, but we didn't even complete that level. So this will be the first time you're seeing Super Dark Nuts. And here you also find wind robes. These guys are more annoying than dangerous. They don't do a lot of damage. I think they're touch damage that even with no ring, it's only like 1 heart or something like that. But the problem is if they hit you with those little whirlwinds, and it's the equivalent of getting hit by a Wall Master, and you're going right back to the start of the level. So it's kind of annoying. Again, luckily they're not that dangerous, they're more annoying than anything. Alright, so after you take all those enemies out, head on down to this room. Orange Wizrobes. At least you have a shield to block their stuff now. I pick up the key, and you notice there is ice in this place, and how it works in this quest that you go at half speed or whatever, basically slower, but I think it's half speed. So just a little caution when you're on the ice. I mean, I don't think they could have made ice such that you would slip on the floor. I don't think there's any way to do that. Now look at all those hearts. And again, Blue Darkness, high drop rates of hearts. So take advantage of that for refills. Okay, so going to the right... At least we can still use sword beams after damage. So that's a handy little tool. Alright, so heading on down to an apparent dead end. So at first glance it looks like there's nothing in this room. Actually, if you get the map, it actually helps you out with this. just to save you a little bit of time, there is a bombable wall going down. Okay, this room, a few enemies. I think there's another wind robe in this room. I don't remember what that red bubble takes away. It might be your sword. And a good thing is the wind robe kind of tracks your position, so it acts just like an orange whiz robe. You know, kind of hones in on you, and you can really use that to your advantage, so that you can kind of get them to position themselves wrong. Alright, so after picking up a couple keys, now you can actually go up. Alright, so we're not gonna go left yet, and another one of these brick walls, so you'll be getting something to take out the brick wall. A hammer is very nice to use against the dark nuts. Makes things a lot easier. This room, really not too much. Little zigzag room. And, yeah, very nice to have the spammy sword thing. See Link anymore. Might as well get rid of all the garbage in this place. Okay, you don't want to go back left. You know, if you look at your map, it just leads back to that kind of a one-way path. So, in this case, you go to the right. At least we can take out those bats in one hit now. And this room is just full of wall masters, so you're just gonna have to be kind of patient and just keep drawing them out. Alright, so just kind of follow the right end. Now, there is a clue you get, like one of those paid-for information, like right at the start of the game. And actually, I think it tells you which level as well, like in this palace, like the 7th palace, push blocks. And unfortunately, it's kind of hard to tell which one to push. So, but you're actually going to push this one. And there's really no clue about that, so you're just gonna kind of have to... Hopefully you paid for that information and you know about this. Even then, it's still kind of you're gonna have to just kind of experiment around. Yeah, just kind of spam away in the corner. Well, at least you get lots of hearts. I don't know what that red bubble takes away. It might be your B button. It actually might be your B button. Yeah, it is your B button, because that's gonna be your best weapon against those dark nuts. So luckily there's a blue bubble in the room. And you get the magic wand for clearing that room. So that's why that hint, you have to pay however much money. Very handy, because that would be kind of difficult to find otherwise. Alright, so just continuing to the right. Now, there's a red bubble there, and, so in this case, you are going to lose your B button, so yeah, you can almost guess what you're going to find in this room down here. I mean, the regular dark nuts aren't that big a deal. It's the super ones that might be a little bit of a problem. Luckily, there's only a couple of them in this room, so you can kind of snipe away at them. And the sideways trick works with super dark nuts, it's just the timing has to be a little bit different. So you really have to, you know, swing way before they come at you. And pick up the boss key, so might as well just get that while we're at it, so that we don't have to come back here. And don't worry, there's a blue bubble that just gives you back your B button items. And this is kind of odd, you know, actually land molars respawn. Not often that they respawn. Usually they kind of just, you know, once you take them out once, then they don't come back. Alright, we're not gonna finish this level either. We're just gonna get the wand and then just leave. Yeah, I just wanted to get the wand because you can get some goodies with this. And we'll be coming back here afterwards. I might as well take out these ghosts for more cash. Alright, so after getting the wand, that's really all I'm in this place for. You can actually create a shortcut now. You can get rid of that block. Alright. Now, there's not a lot you can do with the wand. Or maybe there's a few things, but a lot of that I'm not getting yet. So you can get rid of this block in this corner. And there's something pretty good at this point. So this thing, this giant rock. So you can almost take a guess at what you're gonna need for that because, you know, giant rock. I mean, if you just try a regular bomb, that's not big enough. Well, that's not a big enough explosion to take that out. So make sure you bought a super bomb. And I don't know how much damage that super bomb would do. It's probably a lot. And in here you get, yes, your little slash tech. Very handy. And I love this slashing motion because it really gives you a lot of range with your attack. It's basically your hammer. You know, your hammer swings in an arc. Now you have the same thing with your sword. That's a very nice upgrade to pick up. Alright, I think we have a little bit of time left. We might as well just go in here. This is level 8, the Palace of Mysteries. And this level really defies a lot of the normal rules. Honestly, the item you get from the Palace of Treasures actually helps you here. But since I already know which ways to go, so just to save you some trouble. Okay, first thing, you actually want to bomb left. Because you will find some goodies. And yeah, you need the wand just to enter this place. Yeah, so you pick up a key right there. Alrighty, so yeah, see, you need the wand just to enter this place. So there's a bunch of bubbles, and you want to bomb to the left. And you know what? I'm full on bombs. I don't even need that right now. Now this level, again, defies a lot of the normal rules. You're gonna think that you're gonna wanna bomb to the left, which that's the normal thing to try out, but you're gonna find there's nothing there. What you are gonna find is that this is fake. You can actually walk right through this, and so you actually wanna bomb off. So this is why the item from the Palace of Treasures is actually kind of handy for this. Saves you on just recklessly throwing bombs away. Okay, so this is where we're gonna put our 2 extra keys to use. We're just gonna shortcut some stuff. And yeah, you get the compass in this room, but of course they're all fake. Well, one of them's real. It's kind of subtle, but you can probably tell which one's the real one, because your boomerang kind of goes under it. It's kind of hard to see, but eventually you'll walk over the correct one. Okay, this room, see, the rules kind of are reversed, like all these solid tiles are blocks, whereas all these blocks are the walkable tiles. And you can see how this place can get a little twisted. And just to save some time, you can actually bomb up there. That'll be for later. Take out all these lights. Alright, so again, just to save you trouble, you can bomb to the left. And in case you don't have any bombs, you know, you get some extra ones. And again, you bomb to the left. Now this red bubble, you're gonna have to get hit by it. It's gonna take out your B button items. So you can't use your rod to, you know, hit the block there. Okay, so what you're gonna need to do instead is move these triangles so that that Octorok can fire its blast, and then that will you want to have it ricochet into the block. Alright, and this will get you the flippers. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that CC can throw into these games. You've probably seen it in some of the other quests I've played. But here, again, flippers let you go in. You can swim now. You don't have to use your ladder, or you can cross longer gaps of water. Alright, so I'm gonna pick up another key so that I have an extra one on hand so I don't get stuck. I probably could finish this level. I'm trying to think if I could. But I'm gonna save this for later. Okay, so you want to go left first, and yeah, you see, this is where you need your flippers. And just swim under the traps. Okay, this room, you want to ricochet the... Now, these are mirrors, so you can ricochet your rod, the blast off and, to hit the block, so... See? It's kind of easier to show it. Okay, this room, yeah, you don't want to touch those spikes, because they do a lot of damage to you, pretty much regardless of what ring you have. So in this case, it would do 4 hearts of damage. So kind of squeeze by that room. And here we got another Patra. And this is where that sword tech is really handy, because it gives you a lot more range on your swings. Alright, so after you take out the Patra, you can pick up that extra key. That's just for savings later on. Luckily, your magic wand doesn't do that much damage, so I think you can actually hit yourself with it if it bounces off mirrors. It's only as strong as your white sword, so it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. And in this case, white sword, I think, is the equivalent of 1 heart of damage, without a ring. Alright, again, we're not gonna complete this level right now. We're just gonna kind of make an exit. I got the flippers, that's all I'm in here for. Alright, so kind of went through a couple levels, got some goodies, and the next part we are basically going to be scooping up almost, everything we missed from the prior parts, like, a lot of items you could get with items from previous levels. Now we're just going to combine that all together and pick up everything else, or at least most of everything else. Alright, see you guys later.